Hey guys, I'm here today to do a kind of different video. As you can tell, you can see these two toys that I have. Yeah, I found these in Dollar Tree, I think is what it's called. And, yeah, they're kind of weird, so these are the only two I could find. There was no more, it was just the same exact things. Well, straight up, you can see a Russian locomotive on the, packaging. I forgot what that's called. It's like a TY-23 or something like that. But, so let's get to opening these. Alright, guys, I've opened the packages, and by the way, I didn't tell you guys, but these things, it said that they were die-cast metal and plastic, so I'm gonna figure this out. So, alright, so right here, the shiny part is the die-cast metal. All the rest of it is plastic. Now, you might notice these wheels on the bottom, which make it able to roll, of course. Kind of interesting that they didn't just make all the wheels able to roll or add more wheels. But, yeah. And then here's this one. This one has a die-cast metal cab. So, what do I think these locomotives are based off of? So, we'll look at the steam engine locomotive first. I don't rightly know 100% on this one. This one looks like possibly a German or a Polish locomotive. I don't think it's a Russian locomotive. It looks more like a German or Polish locomotive. Just by the paint job, how it's all red on the red wheels. And because it's all primarily black. And also, I feel like I've seen a steam locomotive that had a similar look to this. And also, I also got some other brands of trains that are similar to size, like the Thomas Adventures and the Matchbox train, which we'll do a comparison to in a second. So, this guy's moved off to the side. Now, let's move on to the next locomotive. So, this is a 6-axle locomotive, so I'm assuming it looks like an American locomotive, of course. And I noticed that it looks like a EMD design locomotive. In my opinion, this looks like a... This is an SD9... Yeah. This, I'm pretty sure, is the SD90 Mac. Not an SD70 Ace or SD70M-2. Now, you guys might be like, oh, this is obviously SD70 Ace. Well, I gotta show you something. So, if you look on the back, if you look on SD90 Max, but if you look on SD90 Max, they have a back very similar to this. Well, SD70 Aces, they literally just have like a back that, but I'm pretty sure this is based off of SD90 Mac. The other reason why I say this is because the cab, and, looks like an EMD literally based off EMD cab. The horn, I have no idea. They probably just freelanced that. Looks like a single, probably Leslie A2000 or Labco A. I can't remember what that horn's called. I'm probably getting that completely wrong. And also I noticed that it has a screw in the bottom. And it actually has detail on the bottom too. Yep, this was made in China, of course. But, pretty sure, yeah, we got 3 screws to basically unscrew. I think this screw unscrews the cab. This probably unscrews the main... this probably would unscrew the main body. And then, I don't know what that other screw does. Or, no. Actually, these actually, I'm pretty sure, take off the wheels. Interesting. Let me look at the other locomotive. It only has 2 of those. It looks like that to be unscrew maybe the die cast part. But, also, let's look at the details on both these locomotives. So, straight out, the steam locomotive is very basic. It literally just has some little fake rivet details. and number 12318. No, that's not colored. And there's no front coupler. There is a back coupler, which I have not found any cars for this. And what does this say? I'm trying to read this. Green Breer Intel? I don't know. And it has some random ID number or whatever. There we go. The back of this locomotive, as you saw earlier, didn't say anything. But, this locomotive, has number 570. It has a little line on it, and it says ER 570, and it says Express Railway, so just some default, or not default, but, just some generic little names right there. Alright, we are now in the comparison section. So, what we'll be comparing is size, performance, and looks compared to other, and compatibility compared to other brands. So, of course, these are the trains themselves, the main cast, or main star of the show. So, yeah, I don't think many people noticed, but Matchbox actually made trains. They made this one right here in 2015, and they made another one in 2016. And, basically, these look to be slightly based off of probably something like a U-boat or an Alco. I don't think that. They're probably based off of Alcos, just because U-boats didn't have a aerodynamic cab, while some Alcos did, so yeah, this is probably based off of like Alco, because yeah, if you look in the back of it, it has two sets of marker lights right here, you can't really see it, but yeah, it has like marker lights in the back of it. On this side it has like 3 sets of lights, so this is probably like based off of like a Canadian Alco locomotive. You can also tell it's probably based off of the Alco just because of this back radiator section. It's Alcos and had radiators like that, just big fat things.
You're too fat, you need exercise.
And then we got the Thomas Adventures, which is now discontinued. And then I got a generic car, Move Thomas. If you guys don't know, season 25, it's basically completely killed Thomas. So Thomas, this is going to be gone, because now apparently Thomas is going to be a cartoon. Not even CGI, which Mattel sucks, but that's off topic. So, we're going to see what the couplers do. So let me get the Matchbox locomotive, hold on. So, let me adjust it, because you can actually turn these like that. Oops. And let's see if they actually couple. So, I don't know if I might accidentally break that. It looks like they do not. Let's go to Thomas Adventures and see if he'll be compatible with this. Not wanting to see. Try your little friend. So it seems they do not. These locomotives do not want to play with other trains. Yeah, so these guys don't really like each other. Which the Matchbox and Thomas train are compatible with each other. You can tell. Hold on. It's kind of hard to put it. Hold the camera. Hold on. Yeah. There we go. Sit the camera on my legs. See? Piece of cake. But yeah, as you can tell, they don't really like to play nice with these two brands. The Diesel just slapped the steam locomotive. And I will say I'll probably get more of these if I find them. They're actually pretty interesting. And I want to see how this brand goes and if it's successful or not. But let's get a car. We'll compare the SD90 Mac and the green car. So we're gonna look at the wheels. Do they have? No. apparently the wheels on these ones are not as wide as the cars. It's kind of interesting. They're basically the same identical thing though. If you look at these, that's the same thing. I think these ones are a little bit smaller, but that varies from cheapo brands to cheapo brands. But overall, my ratings on these probably be a I don't know, probably 6 or 7 out of 10. I'd say that because, yeah, probably 6 out of 10. I know that doesn't sound that good, but they have a decent amount of detail. It'd probably be better if they made a few other parts metal, kind of like the cab, or just like this whole entire piece instead of just the cab right here being metal. Because the whole boiler, firebox and smoke box all through here is metal. But then the cab and coal bunker aren't die-cast metal, which kind of doesn't make that much sense. I get it, they have to make these under $1, but still. And also, they didn't put coal in this, which doesn't make that much sense, so I guess you're just a museum piece or a locomotive in the scrapyard. Which this one, they could have, I feel like they could have made this like a whole big piece, but they just did the cab. I know we have to save money and all that. But the reason why I gave them 6 out of 10, because they have basic detail. They don't really have much to show. They're not really compatible with other brands. So that's my overall review, and I'll see you guys next time.